Hi everyone, this is an orientation video for the Math 146046 class and also for the Math 146 class. I'm Jack Lelko, I'll be your instructor for this quarter. So I'm just going to go ahead and start off by showing you what our WAMAP page is going to look like. This is different from our Canvas page where if you've already accessed Canvas, you'll see that there's a welcome message asking you to move over to WAMAP and set up your account. So once you get into your WAMAP account, this is essentially what your course is going to look like. It's consisted of a series of blocks, and then you'll also have a course calendar. So I'm just going to take you through what those blocks look like and how you can use the calendar in order to basically kind of be as organized as possible throughout the quarter. So the top block will just include some announcements that I'll be making to you. So right now you'll have a welcome announcement, one that's addressing the late passes that will be available to you on some of your assignments, as well as some free tutoring resources and my office hours for the quarter. If there are additional corrections or other announcements that will come up throughout the quarter, what I will be doing is I'll drop them into the announcement section, but then I'll also send you a message through WAMAP. So you'll receive the new message in your account, but it will also send out a copy of that to whatever email address you decide to register with WAMAP. The next one will be the getting started. So you'll definitely want to work on this. And if you're watching this a little bit early, you can feel free to start tackling some of these assignments now. So you'll have the introductory video, which is what you're watching now. You'll also have the course syllabus or a copy of it. There's a growth mindset video just to kind of help you get inspired with regards to starting off the quarter strong and on the right foot. You'll have a getting started tutorial, which is just basically like a mock version of what your online homework assignments will look like. There will be an introduction assignment where I will ask you to include your name, your major, your education goals, your reason for taking the course, and then just a brief description about yourself. The extra credit opportunity that is attached to that is if you actually upload a picture of yourself, and then the directions are explained here. There's also a symbols and WAMAP assignment. I would encourage you to get started on that sooner rather than later. You will want to make sure that you access the video, and then there's also a worksheet that will tell you about the coding that you will need in order to present certain special characters in the assignment. You will also have a calculator and image upload assignment. This is going to ask you to take a picture of your TI-83 or TI-84 calculator with the number 146 typed onto the screen. From here, we also have a resources and ask for help block. So if you do have any questions, you can post homework questions here for the class and myself to see. I check this around the same time that I am checking your emails. There's also a general forum, so if you have questions about when is the midterm or something along those lines, feel free to drop questions in there or send me a message directly. You can see my office hours are here again. How to read your gradebook, as well as some helpful links. So for TCC e-learning, the MARC website, and some e-tutoring directions. I would encourage you to look at the how to combine files for uploading. Depending on how big some of your assignments will be. So I do ask you to create some reading note assignments where you will list out 4 to 5 items that you've learned or read from your textbook. And depending on how long those notes are, you might need to submit multiple pages. This is going to allow you to submit one big file with multiple pages in it. Then you also have copies to your textbook. So you can, of course, pick up a hard copy of the textbook in the bookstore. I would encourage you to actually do that. So that for the Math 146046 group, you have 2 textbooks. One of them is our statistics textbook, and then the other one is the co-requisite textbook. And then for those of you who are taking just 146, you will need to or want to access the statistics using technology textbook. There are also additional videos that are connected to chapters 7 through 10 if you would like to consult those as well later on in the quarter. The next thing that I want to show you is we have basically blocks for each chapter, and within each chapter you have access to the entire chapter from the ebook version of our textbook, as well as the subsections. Within each subsection, you will find again, a smaller PDF of just the section as opposed to the chapter. of your reading. You also have some supplementary videos, sometimes one, sometimes multiple. And then you have your 2 assignments at the bottom, so your reading notes, and then your actual online homework assignment. Just one quick note, please note that when you do get your late passes, which will be in the second week of the quarter, the reading notes, you're only able to submit to use 1 late pass. After that, the assignment does officially close. For the online homework, you can use multiple late passes. Each late pass will grant you a 48-hour extension from the date that it was due. So not from the day that the late pass was redeemed, but 48 hours from the due date of the assignment. Moving right along. So for those of you who are in the co-requisite version of the course, you will also have access to some co-requisite chapters. So they're laid out the same way as your statistics sections. So this will include the textbook reading, a PDF of that, along with a video, and then the reading notes and the online homework. For those students who are just in the Math 146 class, these sections are available to you. However, there's no grade attached to those assignments. They're purely for practice, just in case maybe you realize that the particular skill that we are reviewing in those sections is something that you would also like to strengthen. So I made that available to you, but you are under no obligation to complete any of that work. And in fact, it does say in the title here, it'll say optional, not for credit. Okay, so the pink boxes that you see, this is going to contain information about the midterm and the final. So eventually you will have access to an online review, and then you will also have the information for the midterm. So what you're allowed to bring, when is it, where is it, and whatnot. Same with the final exam information. The other thing that I want to call out is the calendar. I would actually say it's going to be best to go to the toolbar up the top, and I would access your calendar there. And if you want, for example, we can expand this out for 13 weeks so you really can see the entire quarter laid out for you. Right now, the items that are in gray, you are not going to be able to see. These items have not officially opened yet. When they do open, they will come in green, and then as the due date for those assignments gets closer and closer, you'll see the color transition from green to yellow to orange to red. The red just means that it's about to close. It doesn't mean that you haven't submitted it. So keep in mind that once you've submitted an assignment, it doesn't change the color block on the calendar. It will remain red until it's officially closed. So it's not tied to when you've actually submitted your assignment. The items in green are links to announcements. So if you, for example, click on the block, you'll see that I've highlighted this date in pink. If you scroll all the way down to the calendar, this is where you can access all the links to either read the announcements, or when you are able to, for example, look at an assignment, this is where you can get the link to go directly into the assignment instead of navigating into the blocks and clicking on the link within those. The items in blue are basically a tentative pacing of our course for the quarter. So you'll see, for example, on the second day of the quarter, we're going to be reading through or reviewing section 1.1. So I would encourage you to have read this section before coming into class. Just a couple other things to note with regards to assignments, just to hopefully get everything clarified. The first one, you will have your introduction forum post, so that'll open officially on the 27th. You will also have the Getting Started tutorial open, as well as on the following Monday of week 2, your symbols extra credit assignment and your calculator image upload will be due. You will see also that the textbook reading, so the textbook reading will officially be due the day after we cover that topic, and then the online homework will be the second day after we've covered that topic. So I would definitely encourage you refer to this calendar in order to either plot these things down in a planner or a journal or an online calendar as well, just so that you have those reminders so you can stay on top of the material. Again, with textbook reading assignments, if you need to, if you absolutely need to, because again, it's really only asking you to write down 5 facts. Those facts can include an example problem, definition, formula, practice problems in the back of the book, those types of things. or really just important facts that are connected to the reading, not, for example, writing down like a fact about something that's written within a narrative or within an example. If you absolutely need to extend the assignment, you can use one late pass. So it will push, for example, if you used a late pass on the 1.1 textbook reading, then it would be due on the Friday of that week. After that, there are no more late passes that are able to be used for that assignment. It will close. With regards to the online homeworks, however, you are allowed to use as many late passes as you like. Keep in mind, though, that you are limited to 40 within the quarter. So once those are used up, there's no more available. So again, I would encourage you stay on top of the material, mostly because it's going to offer you the practice and you're going to be able to logically build upon that material as we progress through the quarter. Generating a backlog of assignments can sometimes cause more of a challenge. While there's the benefit of having extra time to complete the assignment, it also means that there's the factor of having to play catch up with everything. The other thing that I want you to know is that I am here to help you. So if you do have any questions or if anything comes up, please communicate with me sooner rather than later. So the sooner we kind of see the issue and are able to work out a game plan to get you caught up, the better. I believe that that's it. So thank you so much for watching this video. I look forward to seeing you on the first day of class and working with you during this quarter. And have a great day. Bye, everyone.